Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about urban population growth that link to economics and use exponential graph to show how the urban population are growing rapidly. Research from World Bank shows that there are 55% of population living in the urban area today, and the trend is continuously growing. The number of people living in the cities will increase by 1.5 times to 6 billion by 2045, and by 2050, 68% of world population will live in the urban. The first obvious reason for urban growth is increasing urban population. Rapid growth of urban areas is a result of two population growth factors. First, natural increase in population, and second, the migration to urban areas. In general, cities are perceived as a place where one could have a better life because of better opportunities, higher salaries, better services, and better lifestyle. However, there are challenges that came along with the speed and scale of urbanization, such as meeting accelerated demand for affordable housing, transportation system. Cities are facing the environmental challenges, such as cities consume close to two-thirds of the world's energy and accounts to more than 70% of greenhouse gas emissions. With more than 80% of GDP generating cities, urbanization can contribute to sustainable growth if managed well by increasing productivities, allowing innovation and new ideas to emerge. Human capital improvements have the most robust impact on economic growth, evidenced through increased number of highly skilled workers.
This is the information we collect from the New South Wales population website. In the past 5 years, the population did not increase very fast. It only increased 380,000. But New South Wales government estimates the population increased 430,000 after 3 years, 1 million after 8 years. As we know, the population increasing is faster and faster.
Now, we are going to show the definition of exponential function and why we use it in math. The exponential function f with a base a is defined by f of x equal to a to the x, where a is a positive constant other than 1, and the x is any real number. Well, let's talk about the graphs of exponential function. If the a term is greater than 1, the graph represents exponential growth. If your base, the a value is between 0 and 1, it shows exponential decay. The reason why we use exponential in economics is that economic growth is expressed in percentage terms, implying exponential growth. In exponential growth, the growth rate of population increases over time, in proportion to the size of the population.
And thus, exponential function formula will be applied in our later calculations, which px equals to after years of population and po equals to the initial population, and k is the growth rate of population in New South Wales, and x equals to the time, like 2 years or 3 years. Today, we are using exponential function to calculate the rate of change in population in New South Wales and predict the future population in New South Wales. In Part A, in 2014, PO equals to the 7.5 million people, and in 2018, P4 equals to the 7.88 million people. And we put all these two figures into PX formula. Then we can see ln 7.88 divided by 7.5 equals to 4k. So we can get k equals to 1.235%. So px equals to 7.5 times c to the power of 0.012356x. So we can use this formula later. In conclusion, from 2014 to 2018, there has been an increase of 1.235% in the population of New South Wales. And as we can see the graph below, we can see there will be a strong increase in the population of New South Wales after like 250 years from now. Then, according to the formula, we can make some predictions in 2026 because initial population is 7.5 in 2040, so x equals to 12. So P12 equals to 8.698712 millions, which is very similar to 8.84 millions from our previous reports data.
According to the answer we calculate, the urban population in New South Wales is growing fast. To solve the problems of urbanization, households can more use public transportation, shop with reusable bags, and use recycled paper. Government needs to build sustainable and environmentally friendly cities and provide essential services. These are the main concepts we are talking about. Thank you for your listening.